ladies, I'm here to do my regular news videos. I'll do my NFL news tonight. I'm just gonna get this video out of the way, and then do the Kentucky recap when that game in. So get this video in. We'll talk about NASCAR news. We'll talk about NBA. We'll go over some wrestling, and I'll do the NFL tonight. And then I'll do one in the morning before the games tomorrow to give some more injury updates. But yeah, let's get into it here. So a statement from Colleague Racing yesterday. Colleague Racing announces the addition of NASCAR industry veteran Ty Norris to the team. He'll serve as the team's chief business officer, focusing on partnerships and long-term strategy alongside owner Matt Colleague and team president Chris Rouse. So Colleague Racing announces the hiring of Ty Norris. I know Trackhouse and Colleague work closely, so it makes some sense to try and get Colleague up, I guess, to that same level, but man, I guess good for Colleague, but it seems like Ty Norris is always on the move. Like, he gets past rail more than a blunt. And he was the Trackhouse founder slash or the owner founder Justin Marks talks about the departure. I mean, Ty Norris had a good role with him, but they'll still be good without him. Tommy! Yeah, that's the first thing we'll talk about. So yesterday, Dale Jr. reiterates that he doesn't have any plans to run a NASCAR race next year. Still leaves the door open to race another NASCAR race because he knows he will miss it, and there could be a sponsor for JRM that wants him to do a race. So there's been talks yesterday, it could have been his last race, Xfinity Bristol. I think he'll do another race. Retirement is an option, but I think he'll run another race. I mean, I think he'll get some good sponsor. I don't think Junior's going to run another race this year. He might, if he doesn't next year, then I think he will in 2026. I mean, I'd like to see him race. Again, we'll just have to see. Also, he talked about Connor Zilisch, who's driving full-time for Junior Motorsports next year. Dale Jr. said he expects Connor Zilisch to be at JRM for 12 to 24 months. He also mentioned hoping to get Carson Quaffle full-time next year. Brandon Jones is out, so I won't be surprised to see him go to possibly the 9 car in 2024. But yeah, but from what this tells me, it seems like Connor Zilisch is going to spend 2 years, or maybe 1 year in Xfinity. I don't know. Depends. It depends. It depends how he does in next year. If he does really good, I can see him going up. But honestly, he needs some time in the intermediates before making the jump, obviously, and I think he'll get that experience. Yeah, Zilisch and Quaffle at JRM, man, that'd be a hell of a duo. Allgaier on that team, they'd have a stacked team if they got Carson Quaffle there full-time next year, too. Like, they really would. Yeah, he'll probably be there for a year, maybe 2. Who knows? So, the next thing I want to talk about is, there was a press conference yesterday with Colleague Racing and Rick Ware Racing. And Rick Ware Racing, Spire and Rick Ware Racing announced a trade of sorts, or a rare NASCAR trade. As Justin Haley will head to Spire starting next week and drive the number 7, Corey LaJoy will head to Rick Ware Racing starting next week and drive the number 51 car. And an update, Haley will drive for Spire in 2025 in this tweet. It's still to be determined for LaJoy for Rick Ware Racing, so even they're not committed as of now to Corey LaJoy. This is definitely an upgrade. Haley is an upgrade. So much of an upgrade over Corey LaJoy. Like, bro, getting flipped before the end of the season is crazy. But this is a fleece, man. Getting Justin Haley for Corey LaJoy? Well, Rick Ware Racing was looking promising. They were, not anymore. Inspire also confirmed that Justin Haley will be paired with crew chief Rodney Childers in the number 7 Cup car next year. So they've got Rodney Childers obviously next year, and Justin Haley they're committed to for next year. Man, what a combo. But yeah, I like this move for Spire. And I think they have an alliance with Hendrick, so maybe that's what it meant when it said there was 4 Hendrick drivers under contract. Because I think they have an alliance with Hendrick, so it makes sense. But they also have a good lineup. Spire does. Haley, Childers, McDowell, Peterson, Hocevar, and Lambert. That's one hell of a lineup. I think Spire's going to be really good next year. So, Spire Motorsports owners said Justin Haley will be the team through 2025, and Robbie Benton for Rick Ware won't commit to Corey LaJoie for beyond the rest of 2024. So this will give them time to work with him before making a decision, see how he runs. If he doesn't run good, then yeah, they're not going to be committed to him. I mean, I just don't think he's good. But I mean, if he does run well, they'll keep him. But if he doesn't, then he's probably done and cut, to be honest. So, consenting the Haley-LaJoie swap effect next week. A lawsuit filed against Freakway Racing last week over the Haley ride was dismissed this morning. And Bob said this, lawsuit in a nutshell was the company, presumably related to Braun, agreed to pay Freakway Racing for 2 years to provide the driver expected to be Haley. The company makes money back to selling sponsorship for the car, with Haley leaving. They couldn't agree on 2025 drivers, so dispute what was owed, so that lawsuit was dropped. Pretty much. Just to sum it up. But yeah, that's really the main NASCAR stuff I wanted to talk about. Get my quick thoughts on. So now we'll get to some NBA. There's probably maybe some other stuff I haven't looked at, but that's what I want to talk about for this NASCAR portion. So, get some NBA here. The OG show, Udonis Haslem, Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know why we're still talking about this, but Udonis Haslem and Shaq say that the Boston Celtics had an easy path to the championship. Hate to defend them, but like, why are we still talking about this? Season's months past now. The new season's gonna start next month. Why are we still talking about this? Like, why are we still talking about this? Like, is this the only thing we can talk about this off season? Like, and Udonis Haslem literally picked the Mavericks to beat the Celtics, and Shaq's big casual ass did too. People were picking the freaking Mavericks to win. I think I did too, and I was wrong. Obviously, I don't mean I'm wrong. Celtics were just by far the better team. You can look in the playoffs. You can only play the teams in front. You can only play teams in front of you, and you dominate them all. Took care of business really in every series, except the Pacers choked games, but they still won those games. And good all season, and being good all season gives you an easier path. That's the point of going for the 1 seed. You get an easier path in the playoffs. So media insiders believe Brian Windhorst was being held back by Adrian Wojnarowski. Oh my God, Brian Windhorst. Okay, man. And that Windhorst is ready to ascend the next level now that Wojnarowski is gone. He's criminally underrated, said one source. Oh yes, the source being probably Brian Windhorst. Sources whisper his departure could have weight for his ascension. That being in some circles, he's been held back by Woj's outsized presence. Seems like a Windhorst has an outsized presence. You know what I'm saying? Because he's fat. Oh yeah, talking about the media members like they're players. Woj bomb? Nah, we break and win. Oh my God. That has potential. That low-key has potential. Woj bomb? No, we break and win. I mean, Brian Windhorst is like the king of speculation, though. To be honest, like, he says random bullshit that never comes true, but people still believe the things he says, though. He just kind of has guesses and just speculation, like, he's not really a source. Vladi Divac says, time will tell whether drafting Marvin Bagley over Luka Doncic was the wrong choice. I already had De'Aaron Fox. Time will tell if I was wrong. Things stand out. It seems I was. But I still have faith in Fox having a great career. I mean, I don't know if Luka and Fox would have worked out that great. Probably wouldn't have. But you would still. But if it was me, I would just think about Jaren Jackson Jr. If you wanted to get like a power forward or something, because Marvin Bagley just wasn't that good. If you want to draft somebody, then just get Jaren Jackson Jr. if you want him in the draft. And I like how he says time will tell. Yeah, Marvin Bagley isn't even on the damn team anymore. He isn't even on the damn team anymore. Who's he on? The Pistons? Fox has nothing to do with this, though. So, Mikal Bridges says going to the Brooklyn Nets made him a better player. I mean, he still has his defense. I mean, even Brooklyn, he's the only player they had. That was good. Of course, it's gonna make him a better player. He's the only player they had that could score, besides Cam Thomas. Yeah, that's all I have to say for this NBA portion on that shit. So, talking about some wrestling here, a VPW Insider. The Roman Reigns Cody Rhodes face-to-face segment last night was produced by Jeremy Borash, who holds the titles of Senior Director of Content Development at NXT. WWE's Director of Character Development, Rob Fee, was also on the scene for the segment, as he and Borash have been collaborating in projects and segments similar to this as of late. Paul Heyman was also interactively involved in the segment, personally directed the talent for the scene. Everyone involved did an incredible job, just a great segment, just pure cinema. Jeremy Borash, Rob Fee, Paul Heyman freaking created a damn masterpiece. A damn masterpiece, I thought. So next week, some stuff that's been announced for SmackDown on that shit. Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes Part 6. Andrade leads the series, Sirius, 3-2. And I assume they're gonna have Carmelo Hayes win next week, and maybe they could have their 7th match. I would prefer it be Bad Blood, but the actual scenario, Melo wins in a random SmackDown, and maybe and the winner gets a U.S. title match, or they could just have this 7th match at Bad Blood, which I prefer, but I'm not gonna complain either way. So Bayley versus Naomi next week on SmackDown. The winner gets a championship match against Nia Jax at Bad Blood. I think it's gonna be a DQ, and they're gonna have a triple threat. That's probably what's gonna happen. So GCW states they have reached an impasse with Zilla Fatu after no showing an appearance, and thus are no longer working with him. They've reached an impasse. They wish him the best. So, I mean, I know you're probably. It seems like he's probably gonna head to WWE. But he didn't let the company know. You have to let your company know if you're gonna leave. You have to let them know. You can't just be like, "Nah, I'm not gonna go to the show." But then you let the company you were currently working for know. Not just be unprofessional, not show up to your booking and give nobody a notice. It's not a good look, as it happened in I think in ROW and now GCW. It's still unprofessional. It's not a good look, for being honest here. I mean, if you get a WWE offer, which is most likely, yeah, maybe he doesn't care, but that company cares. You're not showing up to their booking. But WWE, I don't know if they'll like this. We'll see. So Tony Khan was once again asked if we'll ever see WWE AEW show, joint show. Can I ever say? I can't say ever. I mean, anything can happen at some point, so it's hard to say what's the timeline in the next 100 years. Quite possibly, you know. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. AEW probably won't be around for another few years, pal. John Cena is given a WWE a wish list of sorts who he must work with during Farewell Tour in 2025 via WrestleVotes. So we'll see who he works with. We can expect a lot less WWE live events going forward in 2025 via PW Insider. Not surprised. I think it's been reported before. Miro's requested his release from AEW. Not surprised. I mean, they're not really using Miro. We'll see if they do at some point. But yeah, that's all I say here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Check them out. Peace.